guys, it's Eric, owner of Farpoint Farms here in the mountains of North Carolina, and today I want to do a follow-up video. I want to do a video it's been about a year. It's been probably 70, maybe 75 tires that I've changed with the Harbor Freight manual tool tire changer. So I want to give like kind of a follow-up, tell you what I've liked and not liked about using this thing over the last year. What I like is the amount of money it has saved me and the amount of time it has saved me. So I have the ability to go to my other shop and have access to a powered tire changer. And there are times when I have done that if I'm in town and I just go ahead and knock it out. But a lot of times working around here on the farm or working on customer cars here, I just don't have time. So I have to do it here. And this thing has worked out well. If you know, I do have the bubble balancer to go along with it. So I'm able to do automotive tires, and in this case today, for its 70th something tire, I'm going to be doing a garden tractor tire. These also work as long as it's got a hub face that's similar to that, like a garden tractor hub face. And if you're going to do a garden tractor tire or a lawnmower tire that's the smaller style, they do make, Harbor Freight does make a tire changer for those as well. But things that I have liked, it's great. I've got it bolted down onto the concrete, and that has made the job of changing tires easier. Sometimes mag rims or aluminum face rims can be a little bit tricky depending on how the dish is. If the rim is kind of flush, it does sometimes make it more difficult. The bar itself tends to get in the way. If you look at the star here, it's almost still a nice cross. This one has a little bit of a bend in it. And so I have on occasion beat excessively on it. The bar itself, a lot of complaints online where the bar bends, and I believe this one does have a slight bend there. It does have some dents and scratches along here where it has taken a severe beating on these edges here. But overall, I'm very happy. I mean, this cost me, I think, less than $40 on Super Sale or the Super Coupon, and for what I have got in it, I have certainly gotten 10, maybe 15 times the amount of value out of it. So I wanted to go buy an upgraded bar. I certainly could. This part here, I can't imagine it breaking or having a significant issue. The only two pieces that seem to have any wear after all this time and all these tires are these two pieces here, and you could certainly replace those separately. There are part numbers available at harborfreight.com to order that. So not bad. Let's go ahead and see how it works after all these tires. I'm swapping out a set of Turf Saver tires here, 23 by 10, 5 by 12, with a set of Ag tires, and they are hopefully the same size, 23 by 10, 5 by 12. So yes, they are the same. These are directional. So the first thing, of course, I'm going to do is let the air out of these. These tires are basically new, but I need to use this thing for more of a farm-like use instead of lawn-type use, so I need to have that aggressive tread. Let the air out, we'll break the bead, and get this party started. Going to be a problem. I need to roll that back. Yeah, let me make an adjustment to the mower here. There we go. That ought to give us the room we need. There we go. If you saw my first one, you saw how simple it was to do a steel rim on the Honda Civic that we were playing with. About half of the ones that I've done have been that easy. And for every set of 4 that I do, I would say it might be one tire in the set. For some reason gives me a little bit extra trouble. But for the most part, it's been fairly simple. There we go. Alright. Go ahead and lay this down in here. star in there. And spin my top into place to hold everything firm. I did have one customer complain that I had left some red paint on their rim, undoubtedly right from there. But honestly, what do you expect? It wiped right off. I'm just messing around. It wiped right off of there, so it wasn't actual damage to the rim, it was just lack of care on my part. I should have taken the time to clean them off before I sent them back to the customer. Who could complain about that, right? All right, like always, lubing it up real good. Let's go ahead, get this down in here and try to flip our bead over. All right, and beautiful. Same thing, I'm going to put a little more lube in there. Okay. I gotta be honest, again, I think I've gotten a lot of really positive comments over the last year on the video that I did on this because of how easy I made it look. Almost there. Use a little too much. Yeah, wants to spin all the way around. That's okay. It's still coming up. There it is. So again, I'm not breathing heavy. If you can tell, I don't know if you can or not. Just want to make sure that I'm putting this on right. That's facing out. I want that to be. Let's make that the driver's side, so the arrow is going to point that way. Perfect. This is a pretty heavy duty tire. I'll make sure to put a lot of lube on that. Help me get that back on there as quickly as possible. One thing you did all ask for was inflating. Sometimes these are difficult to inflate, and that is true. Obviously, the bigger the air compressor, the more air pressure you can push out of it will help. Get that started. And sometimes, if you give it a little love, there we go. All right, for getting the top back on there. Got to hold it down. Oops. All right, so getting it back on was not that big a deal. I did have to edit out one section of this video, not because I took them all the way downtown and had them mounted by a professional, but no, I did need a second set of hands, and those second set of hands did not want to be on film. So we got it on. She was just holding in she had to hold one corner while I held another, and that's because these tractor tires are generally a much thicker ply, like an 8-ply or maybe even a 10-ply, and because they're narrow rim size, like a low profile, that combination can make it a little bit more difficult. But as you can see, no additional damage to any of the parts, and the tire is mounted. If I can get this without killing myself, I can show you. No damage to the rim. So there we are. No damage, or no more damage to that. That is it. I'm Eric, the owner of Farpoint Farms, and I would say for the $40, let's say, with tax that I spent on this, and the 70 plus tires that I have done on this, man, what a great investment this was for the farm. Cars, tractor tires, trucks, SUVs, you name it. It all works, and it all works well. What more can you ask for? I'll see you next time. Take care.
Something that needs a little fixing on Farpoint Farms. Freedom is mighty sweet.